talking about? Come on, y'all.
And look, ain't no nigga supposed to be burning heads up in my fine establishment now.
She lying on me.
Where's the lot, huh?
Where's the lot? Where is it?
I wrote the song for the movie, but it's not a game. Not a game. We read niggas set the record straight. It's dedicated to the underestimate.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Davion Seen It. I'm back with another video. If you're new, hit that like, smash that subscribe button. We're gonna get right on into this P-Valley quick review real quick. Do what I ask, and let's get right into it. Yo, now this episode last night, it was pretty solid. I mean, a lot was going on. We got Andre getting cheated on. We got Mercedes and old girl getting together. We got Lil Murder and and Big T. We're gonna talk about that later on. But like, let's get right into it. So they on tour. The pandemic is getting worse. They about to lose the club once again. Your old girl Autumn, she didn't, she plays chess. I think she belongs on Power more than P-Valley, because that's a power move, no pun intended. She had her own agenda from the jump that she was gonna do the strip club, she was gonna be stripping, then she was gonna own the joint, then she was gonna sell the joint, and then get that bag. I have a feeling by like the end of the series, that's what's gonna happen. I really feel that way. What I want to talk about is the relationship between Lil Murder and Big T. Now, with everything going on during the pandemic, as you know, there was a lot going on. We had people dying. We had Freddie. Oh, Lord, it's so many. It's so many, bro. What is that? George Floyd. I apologize. George Floyd. We had so many celebrities dying. There was riots, looting. It was just a whole bunch of chaos. So as this is going on, we hear it on the news, broadcast on the radio, and your boy Big T, he's wilding out, bro. Like, he's really feeling triggered. And being that he just got out the pen, he didn't really have time to go get right. He didn't really have any time to get therapy. So he was just from the pen right on tour. So he didn't really have any time to adjust. And then being that the fact that all this is going on, this is just setting him in a mood that's really having him real moody, real reclusive from everyone. Now, for a minute, I thought him and your boy Rome was finna get into it a few times, but Rome held his own, and keep it a buck, bro. Yeah, come here. Is it me, or does your boy Rome look like a younger ass Stevie J? Yo, that's Stevie J. I'm gonna start calling him that. Listen, if you hear me address Rome by Stevie J, you know why from this video. Anyway, they get into it. Your boy Big T gets into it with the white short. I forgot her name, unfortunately. She wasn't really an interesting character to me anyway. But she got into it with her, and then he just started destroying everything in the hotel room. And I'm like, yo, what's really good with this dude? Now let's talk about how Uncle Clifford is running around like a chicken with his head cut off because of this pandemic. First of all, we opened up the episode with Lauren, big old, I ain't gonna call her big old Lauren. I'm so sorry. Lauren, can I call her Big Bone? I'll say Big Bone, all right? Don't cancel me. Big Bone Lauren, she wild. That's one of my favorite reoccurring characters, because she was funny as hell last season, and I didn't think she was gonna be in this season. And the funny thing is, I was just thinking about that song, the first Little Murder song. But anyway, she shows up in the club, and then she gets sneezed on by Shorty. Like, bro, don't you know the paranoia is real, especially in the pandemic? Once you start all of that is gonna cause some harm. Some mayhem, bro. Everyone is going crazy. She's talking about she gonna shut the club down. I didn't know that she was working with the health board. I mean, like, okay, then look at her getting some storyline. Now let's talk about your boy Diamond. Now, I told you in my last prediction video that this whole Montavious thing was gonna come back and hunt Diamond, and I told you that. Your boy Diamond was on one when he was helping with the club, helping load the stuff in. He seen that hand come up from that water, and boy, that boy was shook. And I told you should have got rid of the ring, bro. And I said that being that him and Big L were the last people to have any physical contact with Montavious, they was going to be getting hunted as well. Now, I'm not really sure about Big L as much, but definitely Diamond and definitely Autumn. Now, let's talk about your girl, Wanda. I mean, not Wanda, Wandair. Your girl, Roulette. Now, she done got exposed in the locker room from Shorty, and she ended up having to punch her right in her mouth. I mean, I'm like, yo, she can fight, and she did a hell of a job. I'm telling you, yo, stop playing with Gail Bean. Gail Bean is late, and no, we're not going to continue to call her Wanda after Snowfall. We're not going to do that to her. We done did that enough in Hollywood for our black entertainers. That's not it. But anyway, she goes at it with Shorty, breaks her nose, have her bloodied all up because she broke the rules. She was don't. But anyway, so she gets it. She walks to the room. She's crying. She's really going through it. She's talking to Big L. And we starting to get a storyline developed for Roulette, which is what I like. I like that she's not just a random character in the show. We actually getting some backstory with her. Now we fast forward back to the room where Roulette is crying, and she sees White Boy. I don't know his name. I'm probably gonna know his name by the next video. They start having a conversation, and she mentions how her brother got killed. She even has a tattoo on her arm. His name was Demetrius, and she started getting triggered by hearing everything that was going on in the news about the police shootings, and it kind of triggered her and sent her in a spiral of just depression. And you know, old White Boy comfort her, and then later on we seen it was assumed that they got it in because we seen a whole bunch of clothes. And I have a feeling, I'm going to make a video about this, I have a feeling that she's also going to get into their little business, Big L and them. And because Big L was dropping jewels, and because Roulette was talking about, I don't get played and all this craziness. Listen, you can still get finessed, okay? Just because you the finesser don't mean you can't get finessed. So just be careful out here. Now, I want to talk about that. Ooh, man. Listen, I was in bed last night and I was like, and you know what scene I'm talking about. And no, I'm not talking about that scene. I'm not talking about that scene. I'm talking about the scene with Mercedes and old girl. Like, yo, old girl is pretty. Like, she's like dark chocolate, nice hair. She got some pretty eyes. But come here. Just for a minute. Just come here. Is it me, or does Coach's wife look a little bit like Franklin's ex-girlfriend from season 4 of Snowfall, Tanase? Tell me she don't look like Tanase a little bit. But anyway, they had a really steamy scene. At first, she tried to come off as real condescending, and she was judging Mercedes, calling her just a stripper, and how she wouldn't have feelings for a stripper and all this judgmental crap. And deep down, she's jealous of Mercedes because she's confident in herself. She's not afraid to be herself, not afraid to live in her own skin and just live her life by her means and do what's necessary for her. She never experienced that before. She's never embodied that. So being that Coach has this hot thing around, she feels a kind of way. You already messing around with my husband, then being the caliber woman that you is. And so the scene goes on and goes on. She gets naked, half naked, starts climbing up the pole, and like this scene was really, it was greatly shot to me. It's one of my favorite scenes in P Valley, you know, but and not because it was like real sexual and shit like that. I mean, yes, of course, but it was a real, I don't know, it was just dope to me. Anyway, Shorty starts teaching the wife how to twerk, start feeling on the muscles. Next thing I know, what hold up, stop playing with me. I ain't finna show that right now, but this was the Orlando Brown video. Ooh, but anyway, that goes on, And come to find out that she was the one that texted Mercedes because Coach is going to Memphis and he's not coming back for a while. So we get Uncle Clifford and Grandmama. Oh Lord, I still forgot her name. So give me a second, y'all. What is that woman's name? Damn, I forgot her name. I done forgot her name. That's a shame. But anyway, they're having a conversation, you know, typical grandmother, granddaughter type stuff. And then they turn on the news and they see Mercedes' mama. Now, I'm not going to front with you. Mercedes' mama is starting to grow on me a little bit. She talking her mess. She talking her shit right now. I mean, you got that old punk white boy talking about all this craziness. We gonna shut down and whoop-de-whoop. She ain't having none of that. They finna go to war. Everybody respecting Mercedes' mama. I'm starting to like her. I wanted to hate her last season, but this season I see a little bit of character development. And I want to also talk about the final acts of this episode. First, Keyshawn gets traumatized by Big Teek's rampage in the hotel, and you can tell we all know why, because it reminds her of Derek. Now you got your boy Wody, if that's his name, spying on Keyshawn and Rome. They're having a conversation, but I don't really think it's nothing too serious, anything like that. He's just playing big brother, little sister type stuff. Then we get towards the end of the episode where Big Teek and Lil Murda, yeah, I'll be honest, I skipped that scene, but we all know what went down. Yeah, so they are lovers. I did say that he was going to be an issue. He was going to be a problem on Little Murda's tour. I thought he was going to be a problem because he was thugging, but now it's going to be some emotional Brokeback Mountain type stuff going on, bro. And that's okay. That's well and fine. I'm just talking shit. But he still is going to be a problem because he finds out that Lil Murda has been with this Uncle Cliff guy. So now that's going to cause some more issues. So that's my quick review, my quick little recap that I put together for P-Valley Season 2, Episode 4. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Hit that like, smash that subscribe button, and we are almost at 2K. I will be having some more P-Valley content coming up soon this week, and just look out for the Shy recap this week, either later on tonight or tomorrow. But anyway, y'all be easy out here, y'all.